A tremendously tall creature stalks you through the night. It wants your blood and organs for its next meal. Moving closer and closer, it suddenly grabs you, taking you to its lair. Hi guys, I hope you are all well. Today we will be talking about the ancient Japanese demon, the Oni. If you are new to this series, I look for the folklore behind the ghost ideas for a video game I stream called Phasmophobia. We will see what the game lore says before looking at folklore from around the world. So in saying that, let's see what the game lore has to offer. Oni, which are cousins to the demon, possess extreme strength and are known to become much more active around their prey. Oni's unique strengths. Onis are much more active when people are nearby and have been seen to move objects at great speed. And Oni's weaknesses. Being more active will make the Oni easier to find and identify. Now, let's investigate where the idea comes from and the folklore behind it. Oni are one of Japanese folklore's greatest icons. They are a type of yokai, demon, orc, ogre, or troll that have stories starting in ancient Japan. Oni are usually depicted as being giant hulking figures with horns and fang-like tusks. Usually, Oni are red or blue in colouring and wear tiger loincloths, while they carry huge iron clubs. Their size and strength should alone show you that this is an extremely powerful demon. Throughout Japanese folklore, wherever the Oni would travel, disease and death would always follow. It is believed that Oni were once humans born with truly evil souls, and upon death were sent to one of the many Buddhist hells, where they transformed into Oni. Once an Oni, they become servants to Emna, the ruler of hell. Their duties were to punish the lesser evil souls within hell. Their preferred methods of punishment consisted of crushing bones with their clubs, flaying the skin of their victims, and ripping out organs. The Buddhist hells are filled with Oni, who make up the armies of the hell's generals. It is in fact believed a truly evil and tortured living person could in fact transform into an Oni while on earth. These are usually the most terrifying of Oni, and this is because these Oni terrorize the living, bringing plagues, wars, and torturous deaths to anyone it desires. There are many stories about Oni within Japanese folklore, but the most famous and feared is the tale of the Oni king, Shuten Doji. Shuten Doji was not born an Oni, but turned into one due to his evil ways. At 6 years old, Shuten Doji was made an orphan. He always got into fights and sought after trouble. Shuten Doji became a monk, but it seemed this lifestyle didn't suit him. He was always in fights with other monks and lacked any respect towards his peers. Shuten Doji was lazy, and he preferred to drink instead of study. This is where he got the nickname Shuten Doji, meaning little drunkard. One night, during a festival at one of the temples, Shuten Doji turned up very drunk and decided he was going to scare and prank the other guests. Shuten Doji put on an Oni mask and hid in the darkness, waiting to scare the other priests. At the end of the party, Shuten Doji tried to take off the mask, but he could not, as it had somehow fused itself to his face. Panicked, Shuten Doji would ask for help in removing the mask, but no one would help, and instead would mock him and remind him of the type of person he had become. Enraged, Shuten Doji began to fill with anger, his heart resembling an Oni. He fled the temple and found refuge in a cave in the mountains. Shuten Doji would perform black magic daily in order to become stronger than ever. Shuten Doji would take men and women to drink their blood and eat their organs. With each year that passed, he would grow incredibly strong. By this point, Shuten Doji had earned a reputation for being truly evil, and others with like-minded thoughts would flock to see him. It wasn't long before Shuten had amassed a small army. Over time, this became a feared army, and the emperor could no longer ignore this threat to his people. The emperor ordered his strongest warrior, Raiko, to climb the mountain where Shuten was and bring back his head. Raiko and his army would climb the mountain to the castle of Shuten Doji, where they found Shuten and his army drinking sake. After Raiko managed to poison the sake, Shuten would fall into a deep slumber. Raiko would take out his sword and swing at the head of Shuten, taking it off with one clean blow. But because Shuten had become so powerful, he did not die. His head continued to try and bite Raiko. The emperor ordered Shuten's head to be taken somewhere no one could find it and to be buried. In ancient Japan, Oni were feared and were seen as bad luck, but in more modern Japan, Oni are seen as good. People hang their masks on buildings in order to scare away evil. So it seems that this demon of old may have had a new role to play in more modern times. I really enjoyed making this video as I love Japan and its folklore. If you have enjoyed it, please like and comment. If you aren't already, please slap that subscribe button. And until next time all, stay spooky.